Welcome to the Great Tech Debate, episode number 12. Today, we are going to do what we do every time we have the Great Tech Debate. We are going to sit around, talk about tech, argue about tech, debate about tech, and what we do is we each bring our own topic to the table to discuss. So we have three guests today. Joining us is Daniel Maloney, and he's in Canada. Daniel, what's your website again?
www.yourtechie.ca.
And you're a computer repair technician, correct?
You got it.
I think the other two guys are as well. And next on line is John Monahan, who is Jack the Bomb. We like to call him Jack. What's up, Jack?
Nothing much.
How's it going over there? You're right across the bridge in New Jersey. You're not too far from me.
Yeah, not too far.
You said it's getting cold out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it over here too. And I think Paul's on the line with us. I got a little red dash mark where his Skype line is, or Skype number is. But Paul, you are on the line, right?
I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you actually sound good. And that's Paul. Am I saying your last name right? Ayala?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Paul, where are you calling from?
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, cool. It's got to be warm down there, right?
Yes, and also as we talked right before you got onto the Ustream, just to let everybody know, and I may be muting myself from time to time if there's any military planes passing over my house. It gets a little loud.
I know we heard it when Paul first got on the line. We're like, "What's that noise?" Jack's like, "Is that a drill?" I'm like, "I'm thinking it sounds like a plane." And then Paul's like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to mute that."
Yeah, we're not even a mile from the base, so they fly pretty low when they go over our house.
It probably is pretty cool at times. Or we probably get used to it anyway, right?
Yeah, except it's a real pain when you're trying to watch a movie.
Hey, wear headphones. I'm telling you, that's what I do lately. Because I'm in an apartment, and I think I'm a good neighbor. I don't like to disturb my neighbors late at night. I've watched so many movies with headphones, and you'd be amazed how much more you can hear when you wear headphones. You can
Imagine.
Seriously. Okay, well, let's get started here. Let's start with Daniel. Daniel, what's your debate topic for today?
All right, so this is one that I thought about right after we ended the show last week. I was like, man, I wish I talked about that. But I wanted to get into kind of the battle of the browsers because there's so many different choices now. Like before it used to be, Internet Explorer, Netscape, Firefox, but now there's, all kinds of different ones that people use like Safari, like Google Chrome, all kinds of new contenders. So personally myself, I've been using Google Chrome lately. I've tried everything out and I'm actually really impressed with it in terms of just like the page load speed and all that kind of stuff. I was just interested to see what everybody else uses and what the pros and cons that they found are.
Yeah, good topic. Anybody got anything on that one?
Well, I have to say for Firefox, it is the Swiss Army knife of browsers.
Okay.
And that it pretty much has everything you could want or ask from a browser. For instance, AdBlock Plus is one of the top downloaded plugins, and it allows you to browse the internet with no ads, and actually helps out on performance-wise, where when you have flash-heavy sites, it will block all the flash ads, so it does help. As for page loads, it's on par with everything else. But I have to. Go ahead.
Daniel, what you said you use Chrome?
Yeah, I've been using it for the past month or so, and I'm just, really impressed with it. Now they're getting all kinds of like plugins and add-ons and stuff. Like, I mean, I can get all the same stuff that I used on Firefox on Chrome, and it looks a little less ugly. It's a little, neater looking, and I think, I'm just really impressed with it.
I'll chime in here, then we'll go over to you, Paul. What happens to me with a browser is I get very comfortable with it. And even though I tried Chrome for a day, I love my add-ons on Firefox. Actually, I honestly don't even use that many. I use Foxmarks, which now became Xmarks, and something to check page rank. It's called like Stat something. I can't remember. Other than that, those are the only plugins I have. I mean, if I could get Xmarks on Chrome, I'll definitely give it a shot. But I don't have a problem with Firefox. It doesn't crash for me, so it's like I don't have a need for change. But if you can give me some compelling reasons why Chrome is better, then maybe I'll take a look at it.
What I noticed with Firefox is I always used to use like Internet Explorer, just way back when I was first starting out, and I was fine with it because I knew the sites to go to, the sites not to go to, I didn't put myself in any kind of security risk that way. But I always like when the pages load fast, and I notice in Firefox that some pages they take a considerable amount of time longer to load than they did in Internet Explorer, and that always drove me nuts.
It did with Firefox, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, whether it is or not is the connection that I'm on that causes that. I have no idea. But comparing the page load times from Firefox to Google Chrome, like it's a lot faster. And, it's just that instant gratification that I was used to with Internet Explorer.
Wow, that's very interesting. You're talking about Internet Explorer 6. Is that where you're as far as you're going back, or you're talking about 7?
Yeah, I'm talking about like Internet Explorer 6.
Yeah, 6 was fast, I have to admit. But Paul, what do you use?
I actually use all of them, and I can tell you the reason why. I do a lot of web development. I don't just fix people's PCs. I also design websites, and I like to test all of those sites in all the different browsers, so I know exactly what they're going to look like, because there are differences between browsers. And when it comes to performance with Firefox, there's people that say it's faster, it loads faster, it brings up pages faster. There's other people that have the opposite opinion, and I think the real difference is the add-on.
The add-ons? Did we just lose Paul?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we just lost him. Let me get him back. All right, I'm curious to see what he says about the add-ons. Since he's a user of all three. Paul, we lost you. Yeah, we lost you.
Okay.
You were talking about add-ons. You said the big difference is the add-ons.
Yeah, I've noticed the people that say that it is sluggish are the ones who have a ton of add-ons. Those that only have one or two, you run it out of the box, it's definitely one of the fastest. I personally think Chrome is faster, though. And I've had 3 different laptops and 2 different desktops, and it's faster on all of them.
Daniel, do you use add-ons on Firefox?
I'll use a couple, just the kind of, the ad block, flash block kind of thing. But, that's it, really.
I like the speed. I mean, I see I have nothing to compare it to right now. So I don't know what the speed difference will be. But
honestly, though, since I do have all of them, I mean, I have IE8, Firefox, Safari, Chrome, and what's the other one? Opera. And I test my websites on all of them, but I would say that they're all pretty much comparable to each other now, all the latest versions. There's just certain features that, like, for instance, Opera and Safari do a much better job at displaying RSS feeds than IE8 or Firefox does without add-ons. Of course, you can put add-ons for anything, but...
All right.
I have a quick question about that. Does it really matter if it takes 1 extra second to load a page or not? I mean, I love whenever, like Apple, they were advertising Safari.